They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. That's a pretty strong running there, as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And now they'll shift things around.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the Bengals 25-yard line.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 20 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Davenport. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Operating from the gun. Davenport eluding the pressure. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
60 Vikings, 60 Warriors, 70. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
2nd and 2. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Well, with the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Come on.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Mustang 19. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
60 Bison.
Off the play fake. Davenport. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. Davenport. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Davenport. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's...
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. From 3 yards out, and the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
On the ready.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 3rd down and 13.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
79 Broncos. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throwing to start the drive. Davenport. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Davenport. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh, it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0.
Bengals nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's 2nd and inches at the Giants' 33-yard line.
2nd down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Ready.
They run with Richardson, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Davenport. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Davenport. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Quarterback taken down and sacked by Miles Murphy. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 3. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Davenport. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Davenport. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Off play action. Davenport. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Davenport. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Davenport. This is caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
They'll try to run this, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 1-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
Ready up.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 14.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Go! 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Bengals.
65 cat, 65 cat.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him. But
now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. First and goal.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Second and 6. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Now the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Giants 35, Bengals 28.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my